So this is Trammel or Trammel. Forgive me if I say the name wrong. Trammel or Trammel. I believe it's Trammel. I've never heard anybody say the name before. So anyway, I'm at the Trammel, I'll call it Fossil Park. And I just arrived here. It's as you can see, it's a little muddy. We've had a lot of rain lately, and I'm gonna do my best not to get filthy. But there's a lot of rundown from the hill above me here, and as you can see, you know, you got some constant flow of dripping here, and certain areas are pretty muddy. But I brought my trowel and my bag, so I'm going to see what I can collect here. But yeah, this is a really cool park. I'm the only one here at the moment, and it looks like a great place to explore. So I'm gonna see what I can find here.
Trammel Fossil Park is named after the family who donated the 10 acres to the city of Sharonville, the R.L. Trammel family. This generous donation was made in the spirit that Sharonville should develop into a place where schools and avid fossil hunters could come and explore for all time to come.
All these different layers are throughout. I don't know how old this land formation is, but you can see all the different layers as I'm panning down here that's built up over the years. I've never been here before. This is actually my first time here, and I've lived in Cincinnati my entire life, and I've honestly never heard of this area. But this is more for, you know, probably a little bit older children that are into exploring. If you read some of the reviews online, there's some complaints about not having a playground. Well, you know, not every place has to have a playground, and actually the word park does not represent a playground. So you have to do your research, and, you know, don't leave a bad review of a great place that was donated, you know, to the city of Sharonville from the Trammel family, for people to be able to explore. So it's not fair to leave a negative review just because there's not because you don't do your own homework, in other words. But there's some seating areas down there, and I'm kind of more on the top of the embankment here, so I'm going to see what's available. I see a lot of like sediment, like shells, and you could tell that some of the rocks and stuff at one point were underwater, because you can see just different signs of like like I said, shells and things like this, but this is a huge area. I mean, I didn't realize how big this place was, honestly. And we had a lot of rainfall recently, so this is a very a pretty dry spot that I'm at now, but a lot of this you have to be very careful if you do bring your children up here, because the ground kind of gives way really easily when it's moist out. You could spend the entire day up here. Like I said, I never knew this place existed. I'm going to do a little bit more exploring and try to find something really cool without getting too filthy. I should have wore different clothes and my boots, but I didn't even think, you know, that it was going to be kind of wet out here. So like here's one. This is really cool. You can see right here, that's a shell, and all these really are shells. And there's like almost like a little piece of coral or something there, as you can see. So these are all throughout these rocks here on the, just laying freely open on the ground. This is tons of like seabed signs right here. You have to tread lightly, because like I said, it's you can't tell from the video, but this is quite a steep hill. So when I'm walking, I have to kind of be careful where I step. But it's not too bad. Like I said, there's really nobody here. There's a few people, as you can see. There's the parking lot down there, and I'll get a little closer view of that little area down there for the welcome area. But yeah, this is really cool. If you're an archaeologist, or if you like to explore, this is great when your kids are going through, you know, the elementary school age, where they learn about fossils and the geographical landscapes and stuff. This is that right there. That's a shell. You know, and they're all over the place. Here's some. You can see within this rock all the different signs of the shells. Whatever that is, almost looks like it was some type of foliage or leaves or something. And it's very hard to see from the camera, because video tends to flatten things. But that's probably a 45-degree angle or more going up that hill, and the land kind of gives away if you're not careful. But yep, really interesting place. Very rare that you see that when a family owns property and that they donate it to the city, and this is what you get. You know, a really nice place for the community to come out, look at the archaeology, and what's the term they use? Let me see. Forgive me for my ignorance, but paleontologist, I guess. Paleontologist. These are the scientists who study ancient life through fossils. So yeah, I just got done exploring the park here. Trammel Fossil Park. Pretty interesting place. I'm glad I came out here again. I've lived here all my life and didn't even know it existed. So hopefully this video will lead some people to some exploration and to get out here with your kids and just explore. You don't, I would say anybody older than maybe toddler level would be pretty safe to come out here, because there are some cliffs and stuff, and you know, it's not really dangerous, but your children have to be, you know, a little bit older than toddlers, I would say. But you know, when they're learning about this stuff in grade school for fossils and things, that's a great opportunity to come out here. If you live in the Cincinnati, Sharonville area, it's probably I would say a half-hour drive from anywhere in the major city of Cincinnati. So thanks again for watching, and stay tuned for the next adventure. So that's Trammel Fossil Park. Pretty interesting place. Never knew it was here. I've been here in the city over you know, half a decade. So yeah, this is it was a pretty neat experience here at Trammel Fossil Park.